I just cut my hair. And that's what I'm going to do with my faux fur now too. And I wanted to show you how I'm doing it. And I'm going to cut my faux fur only for the paw pads. So I'm only going to cut the blue faux fur because I want the paw pads to have shorter fur than the rest of the foot. And I'm not going to cut the white faux fur. Maybe I'm going to do that later when I have the muscles ready, because I first want to see what the face looks like when the fur is the length that it is right now. And if I don't like that, I'm going to cut it then. But first I have to sew everything together. But I'm sure that I want the paw pads to have shorter fur than the rest of the foot. So I'm going to do that now. But before I get started, I want to show you all my pieces that I have now. Not the blue ones, you saw them already. But I also have the white pieces of faux fur ready now for my one-of-a-kind creature and the white fabric pieces. And you can see a picture of my white pieces right here. And these are my fabric pieces. They are basically just triangle shaped. And that's because I'm going to use them only for the ears, for the wings and for the tail. And they're all going to be in the same style. And I'm going to make them like the skin parts of a bat wing. If you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. You know, because bat wings have these bony parts, like this. And then there is skin in between. And the skin part is going to be the white fabric. And because of that, they are all triangle shaped. So now let's get started cutting the faux fur. Oh, and you haven't met this cute little fella right here. My mom made him and I think he's so cute. And he's watching over our living room. He's gorgeous. Can you remember that very thick wire that I bought from Mohair Bear Making Supplies? I decided not to use that for my one-of-a-kind creature and instead to use thinner wire. So I had the thick wire left over and I decided to make this out of it. Ta-da! Nobody's gonna know what this is. So this is something to hold my camera. Because I don't have anything to put my camera on when I'm filming myself doing something with both of my hands. And I can put the camera in here, and this thing back here is keeping it from falling backwards. And it's been held by these parts of the wire. And it has 3 legs, and it can be made higher because they are pretty pressed down right now. So I can push the legs together and the camera will move upwards. And I can also move her downwards by just pushing this down more and the legs will come out. And I can bend it in all the directions I want. Without that thing, I wouldn't be able to show you how I'm cutting the faux fur, because cutting and holding the camera is not working at the same time. But I have it now, so I can show you, and let's get started. So that's my paw pad. And I'm going to cut the fur now. And basically how I'm doing this is just deciding what length I want. First I'm brushing it out with my scissors so it will stand up, because then it's easier to get the right length. And then I'm just going to cut it as short as I want it to be. So I'm just going in and cutting. And I'm starting at this place because from here the fur is going away from me. If I start up here and not up there, the fur behind the part that I'm going to cut is always going to go over my fur I want to get shorter. And because I don't want that, I'm starting up here. So all the fur that's behind the piece that I'm cutting is not going to be in the way. So I cut it and it's really uneven. If you're not happy with that, you can just go over it again and cut off the pieces that are too long. But I'm going to leave it a little bit messy because I don't mind it being not all straight. Because I think if it would grow naturally, it also wouldn't be all exactly the same length. So that doesn't bother me really. I only cut it a second time when the unevenness is too much. And now it's pretty easy to go on cutting. Just brush up the next section with the scissors. You also could use a comb or something. And just cut them the same length then you cut the piece of fur before. Get rid of the loose hair. Now you can see that it is pretty uneven. That's too much. So I'm going to cut it again. And it's better to be too careful and not cut too much, because you always can make your fur shorter. But once it is short, it's not going to grow anymore. And I'm just going to go on with this until I have the whole paw pad short piled. And I'm going to show it to you when it's ready. I'm done! Here you can see all the fur that came off of my paw pad. And this is the finished paw pad with the shorter hair. And you can see that it is pretty uneven. But I like it. I don't mind. I think it's already cute. I already love my one-of-a-kind creature. So that was me cutting faux fur, and I hope that was helpful to you. But anyway, thank you for watching. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye!